Adam, you won't believe this. The network is making us apologize again.
Again?
This time for this time for the predictions episode.
What? Not last week's cold opener?
No, it's just the too many dicks in the prediction episode. They didn't say anything about the cold. They said nothing about the cold opener. They just said
Okay.
He said too much dicks. Yeah, said dick too many times in predictions. Apparently.
Okay, so like they're saying that they have a problem with the word dick.
Yeah, we can't say that anymore.
We can't say it anymore. Fine. How about why not cock?
Yeah, I can work. I definitely see that they're probably gonna have an issue with that one though. Because if you go say suck a cock,
yeah,
it's a bad thing.
It does still.
You know, they can go. Yeah. They should go suck a cock.
I mean, yeah. What about Wang?
Wang? Well, that's good. No, someone might confuse it for Wayne, and then that people named Wayne might complain.
I mean, also anybody with the last name of Wang could also complain.
You know what? They can just go suck a bunch of Wangs.
Yeah.
Johnson. How about Johnson? Everyone knows that. What we're talking
Same
about.
problem as the Wangs.
Hey, true.
You know what? Those Johnsons can go play with some Wangs then.
And the Wangs can suck those Johnsons.
Yeah.
Man, what are we gonna say? Sausage. A big bag of sausages.
You know what? Let me try this out. Let me try it out. The network heads can all suck a big wet bag of sausages.
Just doesn't sound as dirty and disgusting as.
I know.
Man.
Ugh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's time for As the Buckle Turns predictions. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim. Yes.
Get all the whams out there, ladies and gentlemen. Predictions is back.
So, because nothing really broke in the news world other than the ratings that we'll go over for the final battle in the Wednesday Night Wars.
Yes. We'll go over it relatively quickly.
We decided, since it's WrestleMania weekend and we have 2 shows to predict, might as well just do the predictions instead of the news because nothing important enough really broke that we could find quickly.
Not really. I mean, let us know down in the comments if we forgot something.
Yeah.
Outside of the Young Bucks turning on Jon Moxley and joining Kenny Omega.
And regretting that decision, sort of.
Kind of.
Yeah. And by the way, you should go and listen. Speaking of the Young Bucks, you should go listen to their audiobook. It's awesome. I'm almost at the end of it. You should listen to it.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
And I'm not saying
once I get to the end of this, I'm running into the same problem that I have in my own house. I'm collecting books on Audible.
Yeah,
By the way, Audible is not sponsoring this episode whatsoever. But ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy books and you know you don't have time to sit down and read, but you drive a lot or you have enough free time to be able to just listen, get it. It's worth every frickin' penny.
Yeah, and absolutely, the Young Bucks are not paying me in any way, shape, or form to plug their autobiography. No way.
Killing the business. Out now.
Yeah.
Both in hardcover, softcover, and
ebook and Audible.
Yes.
So, but yeah.
By the way, I'm going to let you know about the AEW money when you actually show me some of this young buck money.
I'm just telling you. I'm not being paid to advertise it. I'm not. I'm going through it. I'm
wink, nudge, nudge. Uh-huh.
No. Did not do that.
They're not paying you. What's with? Wait, when did you get a gold chain?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't wear gold. That's platinum, bitch.
Well,
I mean, I've always had that.
Yeah,
I've always had that.
Anyway, before we get into the predictions for night 1 of WrestleMania.
Yeah. So just so you know, quickly, what we're going to do is we're going to be 2 different podcasts, predictions for night 1 and night 2. As you're listening to right now, this is right before WrestleMania is about to go for night 1.
Yes.
Night 2 will be tomorrow night.
Yes.
Right before, on Sunday, right before night 2 airs.
Okay.
In the afternoon. So you'll have some time to listen to this.
And all of the other wrestling shows going on this weekend.
Get about 3 minutes into it and realize, wait, why am I listening to this? And go listen to an actual podcast on wrestling.
We're 5 minutes in. Or, well, actually, maybe we're more than 5 minutes in. I don't know.
Yeah, let's be honest.
You're about 5 minutes into this episode,
So
which means that you're already gone.
Which means 2/3 of the 3 people listening are gone.
Yes.
Oh, there goes the final one.
Anyway, we're going to go over those
numbers.
The ratings.
The final battle.
It's the final battle.
So let's get those numbers.
All right. Oh,
because you have them. I don't.
You ready for this?
Yes.
I'm just going to say the numbers.
Okay.
And you tell me which company it is.
Yeah.
So the first number I'm going to give to you is 768,000.
Okay.
Number 2 is 688,000.
Okay. It's again obviously
which is an up for both companies from last week.
I just gotta say
as
this.
a combined.
Just gotta say this.
Yes.
It's obviously, and once again, winner NXT wins.
Actually,
yeah. Make sure you check that because NXT actually won this week.
Yes, NXT got 768,000, a jump of 114,000 compared to last week.
When you actually look at the numbers, they kind of flopped in numbers.
Oh yeah.
So it was just kind of funny when I saw them. Like, that's funny. They literally just kind of flopped some numbers. But let's be honest here. NXT's numbers did not go up nearly as much as some people thought they were going to go up.
No, I was thinking that they were going to be in the between 8 and 1 million.
Yeah, Wrestle Talk was thinking that NXT was going to slaughter AEW in the ratings. And this is not a slaughter.
AEW getting 688 is a drop of only 12,000 from the week before.
Yeah.
Which is a drop in the bucket when you're talking about adjustments per week. That is a meh. They had an off week on the audience.
Yeah.
The audience decided to go outside that week. Whatever. There's 12,000 people out of 700,000.
Yeah. But it is good to see that AEW had everyone is raving about this NXT show. They're saying it's one of the best takeover shows out there.
But it's a takeover show.
Oh, and
it took a takeover, not just before, it was always a takeover level show.
Yeah.
This was a legitimate takeover show.
And they barely beat AEW.
Yeah.
Which...
Under 80,000 was the difference between the two shows.
Which is still
Congratulations,
great.
NXT.
But yeah, people were thinking, like I said, Wrestle Talk was predicting, as Ollie Davis said it in the news, they're going to slaughter AEW.
This isn't a slaughter.
It's not a slaughter.
Anything from me, if they had from 150,000 over, if they were at 868.
To me, if they didn't have at least 200,000, it was going to be would not have been a slaughter.
Oh, no, it would have been a very, holy crap, that's a definitive slamming of the fist going out the door.
Yes, but...
if they had broke 1 million,
yes,
that would have been a slaughter.
That would have been a slaughter. Even over 200,000,
yeah, that would have been a slaughter.
Would have been a slaughter for me. But even 150 would have been great. 100,000 would have been...
Okay.
It's good, but it's... They clearly drew in more older NXT fans who haven't been watching lately, because they only potentially gained 12,000 fans from AEW who turned over. Potentially. We don't know for a fact.
Yeah.
But again, this is, like we said last week, they were trying to go out the door with a bang and win. They did.
They got it.
Good for them. I mean... no company on earth should be like, oh, we're moving nights. Let's not try to, get better ratings than our competition on this night. And we'll just go out with a whimper. Anyone who does that, your company's in danger. You're losing. So they did, but it just...
Well, plus they are... one thing that NXT has been more than Raw or SmackDown, it is meant to be more of a show to an audience.
Yeah.
While Raw and SmackDown is a presentation.
Yeah.
And wonderful. That formula of being a presentation worked wonders through, all the way up, honestly, up to this current era.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of feels that from the 2010s on, some weird thing happened and it went from being a a presentation of wrestling to being a showcase presentation.
Yeah. So
that wrestling happened to be part of. And it's just like, oh, you became a variety show.
Yeah.
I understand that at its core, wrestling is a variety show, but
it became wrestling, which is one of the varieties, not the...
Yeah, this became, like, wrestling is one of them.
Yeah, not the wrestling show is there, and there's a variety of different types of things on the card.
Yeah.
It's weird. But again, congratulations to NXT. Next week, they will be moving to their new night of Tuesdays.
Yes.
So...
and tomorrow night, because... Oh, no, tonight for us. It's Thursday.
Yeah.
Part 2 of that is happening on Peacock.
Yes. You want to share your discovery that you learned?
So all of us Comcast people, we have all of us people who have Comcast accounts.
Yep.
We have Peacock of some sort
Already.
Yeah.
So we have the network because it's part of our cable package.
But I don't like. I heard personally because I haven't tested this out yet. But I did check out that to get WrestleMania, you still have to pay something.
It's probably because you have to get the $9.99 version.
Or it was $250.
Well, no, because WrestleMania is also on traditional pay-per-view this year.
Yes.
So maybe that's what you were talking about. If you're on Peacock, you get WrestleMania. So but maybe they limited it to the higher tier. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Because I think the Peacock that I have is the free tier.
No, it doesn't matter because if you have Peacock, you basically because when I came back, I had to move back with my mom. I was watching SVU.
Yeah.
And there were commercials coming through. So, I'm assuming it could be because you're paying. It could have been again the free one, but
yeah.
This was the new episode, the latest season.
Yeah.
So usually that would be you'd want to lock that behind the pay stuff. Who knows? But if you have Peacock,
well, if you got advertisements still on it, commercials.
So who knows what you get? But if you have Comcast, you have a version of Peacock.
Yeah.
What version we don't know.
Just go and check it out, people.
See if you can get some WWE stuff.
Yeah.
If you have Comcast.
Let me know down in the comments section.
All right. So now we're done.
All right.
With that. It's time for predictions. So sit back, relax. This is going to take a clear 8 hours.
I mean, if you've been following this channel, then you know that this could take forever.
That's if it's a takeover. We're doing WrestleMania. This probably won't take that long.
If this was an AEW, New Japan, Japan. Oddly enough, we move pretty quickly on that.
We generally have a good census. We may have 1 or 2 matches. We'll take a little bit long on there.
We thought there was going to be a nothing show on the last major show that they did, and it happened that Will Ospreay won.
Yeah, we were wrong on that one.
Thank you.
But that was gonna be the original topic of debate club this week. I figured we'd hold off for next week on that one.
Yeah.
It was gonna be what was it? Will Ospreay, world champion, New Japan World Heavyweight Champion. Too soon or not, and discuss that.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be next week's topic because we have another one we're gonna do for this week because I think it's more awesome.
Okay.
But anyway, on to predictions.
All right, let's go ahead. We're looking at Wikipedia. So most likely by the time you guys are verifying, watching along, they've probably changed the order of these matches.
Yeah, because, they never actually had the card true to form on Wikipedia for WWE matches.
No, not at all. Okay, so we're going to start at the top.
Yes.
At number 1, which may or may not be
the
main event or opening the show.
It should be the main event, but let's be honest. We all know the WWE Championship match is going to main event this one.
Of course.
Because they want Drew McIntyre to be cheered by fans. Oh, I mean, yes. Spoiler for my prediction?
I'm not saying I don't like the idea.
I don't like the idea. We'll get there when we get to that matchup, which will be the next matchup.
All right.
But anyway, so the first matchup is Sasha Banks defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Bianca Belair. So Adam, who you got?
I have Sasha Banks.
You're going with Bayley.
Yes. No, I'm not. I don't see Bayley's.
Oh, wait,
I don't see Bailey having.
Bailey doesn't actually.
Bailey doesn't have a match.
What the fuck is that? She literally was part of the hottest angle at the end of halfway through last year with Sasha, and she doesn't have a fucking match at WrestleMania.
No match. Nothing.
Yeah, if you can't tell, we planned that spot because we wanted to talk about Bailey not having a WrestleMania match.
Honestly, she does.
The rumor is Carmella's going to be added to the Fatal 4-Way, making a 5-way with Billie Kay or potentially Bailey there. But it's still, even if that turns out to be Bailey and Carmella are added as a team, it's still like, okay, literally the day before WrestleMania, you're going to put Bailey and give her a match? Yeah, she deserves it. Bailey, leave WWE, go to AEW. You'll be treated so much better over there.
Yes, you will.
And their women's division could use a big name star like you coming over to that women's division.
Exactly.
It would like set that women's division, and they're doing a better job on their women's division.
I know.
Let's be honest. But that'd be a great thing. Sasha, when yours is up, you can follow her over because that'd be awesome. Anyway,
thank you.
I'm gonna go with Bianca on this one. They've been itching to pull the trigger. Sasha's been kind of being more heelish.
Okay.
In this storyline. So I think that's because they want Bianca to be the one that gets cheered.
I understand it.
So I'm going Bianca on this one.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
I remember when Bianca was challenging for the NXT titles.
Yes.
Like, she's not ready, but they clearly want to shove her down our throats. She's gotten so much better since those days, and she definitely deserves to be in the spot she's in.
Because I'll be honest, when I was seeing her in those NXT days, all she had was the hair whip.
She had the hair. I mean, she had other moves, but you could still tell she was green.
Oh yeah,
and the person she was the challenger was good at leading her. But I mean, even one of those matches, it was Shayna Baszler who was still pretty green.
Yep.
So you're never gonna have those classic like some of those.
You're not gonna have a Sasha versus Bailey.
No, you weren't. You were gonna have a Sasha versus Flair. You weren't gonna have a Bailey versus Flair. You were gonna have a Becky versus Flair. You weren't gonna have a Becky versus Sasha. A Becky versus Bailey. Any of those. Not an Asuka match. But yeah, she's come a long way, so I'm happy with it. And I'm happy with that one. Nice. Oh, by the way, before we go any further, I just want to remind everyone, I have a match where I can pick for both Adam and I.
Yes.
Because I won the Royal Rumble.
But it's one match.
It's one match, and it can only be used. It can only be used on one of the night shows. So,
exactly.
So
if you don't use it in this show, you have to use it in the next one.
The next one.
You can't go back.
No. Well, technically, if in the second show I decide I want to change something in the night two, I can.
No.
But I'm gonna. If I don't use it in this one, then I'll probably be using it in the night two.
Yeah.
Because there's, who knows?
Yeah.
It's WWE. We kind of already know who's probably going to win these matches.
All right.
Match number 2, Adam, go ahead.
It's a singles match for the WWE Championship. Bobby Lashley, champion with MVP, is defending the championship against Drew McIntyre.
It's going to be McIntyre.
I know.
Who are you going to pick?
I'm going McIntyre as well.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure about that, Adam? I haven't decided if I'm going to use it, but if I do use it tonight, that'll probably be the matchup I use it on.
All right.
Because if so far on all the matches I remember that are on this one, that's the one match I'm absolutely sure who's winning that matchup.
Oh yeah, it's true.
So
we can get the pop. I mean,
yeah.
It's really sad that it's that. I mean, this is one of the few times where I have to be like, look, guys. Vince said years ago when we first introduced Drew McIntyre that he was already the chosen one.
Yeah.
Now that he has come back,
yep.
that he has been resurrected, if you will.
Yeah. Never working anywhere else in that time.
No. Just left, trained in the Highlands of Scotland, and then came back.
Yep. To NXT.
Yes, directly to NXT. Because of he is still the chosen one.
Yes.
Like as much as Roman is going to be the next major, he is the man. Like honestly.
No, he's the head of the table.
He's the head of the table. But he is
Becky is the man.
Okay. Yes, that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the point was, Vince wanted to crown him in front of fans. That's
Yes.
why he held off trying last year not to do the WrestleMania at the Performance Center.
Right.
He wanted some kind of fans, but they still went with through. I think Bobby Lashley's on fire right now.
Yes.
And honestly, I want a break from Drew holding that belt. He's held it twice already this year, and the first one was a really long reign, which was
Yes.
great. But I'm going to get burned out of him being champion if he wins it again so quickly. Let Bobby have his long run. You literally just had a transitional champion to Bobby from The Miz.
Yes.
So, unless you're going to make Bobby another transitional champion, just a little bit longer one, no, let him have his run. Let him drop it to someone else. Then you can put it back on McIntyre at a different time. But
I mean, if we still had the follow-up to WrestleMania being Backlash, which I always like the idea of Backlash being a mini WrestleMania.
Yep.
It's less matches, but you get
The big matches are rematches.
It's a rematch heavy show.
Yeah. You're not going to get that because Backlash is in June. And,
I know.
Money in the Bank is in May. I know this because they literally announced the dates
I know. But the Backlash being the follow-up to WrestleMania was always a good idea.
Yeah.
And then they've moved shit around.
Money in the Bank should be in June.
Yeah, Money in the Bank should be in June.
But yeah, okay. So you have Drew, I have Drew. Okay, bang. We're on the mirror. That could be changed in the future, though. We'll see. Okay, so our next matchup is Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus The Miz and Morrison tag match. We all know who's winning this one. It's going to be Miz and Morrison.
No, it's not.
No,
it's
not.
always the guest.
I mean, come on. They did a spot on Raw where they painted Bad Bunny's expensive car with clearly easily washable paint.
Oh.
It's so clear. But yeah, it's going to be Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, which is a good move for Damian Priest. It's a good win for him.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And this match was originally always supposed to be this matchup, but for the longest time, it was just Bad Bunny versus Miz because of injuries. Thankfully, it looks like Damian Priest and Morrison, because they were both suffering from injuries, got recouped by being off TV. Not off TV, but basically not being in the ring.
Right.
To enough where they actually do the match, which is good. Because that was the bad thing. Because everyone was like, they kind of put Bad Bunny with Damian to help get him over.
Yep.
And then he's not there. And it was like, oh, did they just decide to drop him because of just Bad Bunny because he's a star? And
it's like, no, he literally went home to rest.
No, and then it came out that, he's injured. Like, has some injuries, and they not sure, so, which is good. But I'm assuming you're going with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest?
I am as well. The rule of the guest wins.
Yeah. You sure you're picking that one? You sure?
Dude, if you're gonna use the card, just break it out immediately.
I'm gonna just
this is the one.
I'm gonna threaten every single matchup.
Don't allow me to write it down.
Okay, now I mean this is another matchup that I could use it on. Not right now because we have more to go through. But.
Yep.
All right, so the next matchup, Adam.
That is a tag team match for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship. The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods defend the championship against AJ Styles and Omos. I'm
going with AJ Styles and Omos.
Okay.
It's the one championship that AJ has not held in WWE outside the Universal Championship.
Yep.
They want to get him that Grand Slam, in a sense of it, by giving him a tag team run. That's the only reason why I think they put the titles back on New Day, is so they could have that matchup. Versus, because they were on. Who were they on before the New Day won it back? It goes to show you how much the WWE cares about the tag teams. We can't remember who the last champions were.
Hold on. Maybe I can look that up.
Only there's a magical device that you could look things up on.
Boom. Reigns. Hold on.
I'm trying to think who it was. It was
Hurt Business.
That's why, because they just broke up the dumb Hurt Business. That's why we forgot.
See, I would rather.
Wow. Just hit the right spot. In a good way or a bad way?
Oh, bad way.
We've seen black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
All right.
Personally,
sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
See, what I personally would like them to do is they should have kept him in the Hurt Business and just done a triple threat match here.
Yes.
For him, but it is what it is.
I also feel, personally, I'm saying the New Day.
You're going with the New Day. Ooh.
Absolutely, going with the New Day, and it'll be the Hurt Business that take them back. Yeah, totally.
Well, no. Well, the Hurt Business doesn't exist outside of Bobby Lashley and MVP.
Well, yes. No, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin.
But they're not the Hurt Business anymore.
Well, they will take the belts back.
No, they won't, because Vince doesn't care about them anymore. They're not with Bobby Lashley anymore. Oh, don't care.
God damn it.
So they'll be back on main event shortly, if not already. All right, so you have that matchup. We got those. So we got our next matchup. We got Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon.
Braun Strowman.
Inside a steel cage.
Shane's going to win because he's super slippery.
It's going to be Braun Strowman.
No, remember, monster in a cage match, the monster loses because typically the smaller person... Mm-hmm. Remember, Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens. Owens won that match, but he was thrown off the top of the cage.
Oh my god, they're gonna have Strowman throw Shane off the top of the steel cage again, aren't they?
Yes, he's going through a table.
Okay, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna change it to Shane McMahon.
But it's going to be one of those that it's a.
But here's the thing, though. It doesn't say what type the rules for the steel cage match, because WWE constantly changes the rules of the steel cage matchup. Is it by pinfall or is it by escape? We don't have the rules for which one. That's the one.
It's usual escape.
No, it changed based on what they want.
Oh, I know.
Now that's the thing. So here's what we're gonna do, because it doesn't actually say what the rule is. I'm gonna say this: if it's pinfall submission, Strowman's winning. Okay. If it's escape, Shane's winning. Okay. That's how I'm going to label it. And you can do the same. You can pick how you want to do it. You can say across the board, Shane's winning or not. Because I really think it all comes down to how the rules to win. If escape is in there in any way, shape, or form, or you can win by pinfall, submission, or escape. Yeah, it defaults to Shane winning. Yeah. Because it has the escape. Because that's how they can just throw him off the cage. He still wins.
See, I'm saying that it's always going to be by escape.
So you're just gonna pick Shane regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, we've had, the monsters putting people through the side of the cage.
I know.
And people rolling out and their feet land, and you're like, oh, they win, and it's like, so the rule of first feet outside usually stands. So.
So you know what I think would be hilarious to see happen is Strowman tosses Shane off the steel cage, and he goes through the table, but something prevents his feet from ever touch the ground.
From actually touching.
So Strowman walks out, and they're
like, Strowman wins.
He wins. It's like, and then you find out Vince is flabbergasted backstage. Like, it's supposed to be Shane.
But Shane actually got knocked out.
But his feet didn't touch the ground.
And Shane sold it. Just continued to sell it.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was just like,
he didn't try
Shane, you were actually supposed to roll.
Yeah.
Just roll to your left, and your feet would have actually just touched the floor.
Yeah.
But you laid there.
You didn't move.
And he's like, everything is so bright. And you're like, oh, God, he's got a concussion.
Yeah.
I don't mean to joke about that stuff. Concussions are real.
Yeah, they are. All right, Adam.
They suck.
Next matchup.
All right. Next up, we have Cesaro versus Seth Rollins in a straight-up, nothing crazy singles match.
So here's a sad fact for you, Adam.
Sad fact. What's going on?
This is Cesaro's first ever singles match at WrestleMania. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I have no problem if it'd been a number of tag team matches, but I know for a sad fact that it's been a lot of multi-man matches.
Mm-hmm.
And look, multi-man matches, wonderful. Everyone gets a WrestleMania payday type of situation, but no one gets to shine. And he's been stuck in that section of WWE for so long.
Yep.
Of just being a forgotten mid-card guy who is amazingly better than half of the people at the main event anyway.
And apparently he has re-signed a new contract, which I don't understand why.
All I can think of is that workload and what he does and what they pay is one of those where he's like, I'm getting pretty good pay.
That, or maybe he actually got in writing assurances.
Yes, like this match.
So who knows? But this one's a tough one. I could see Seth Rollins getting here.
Oh, this could be match of the night. This could steal the show.
Oh yeah, easily. But I think you're overlooking match 7. That will clearly be the match of the night. We'll get there when we get there. But I can't even keep a straight face when we get there.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway,
son of a bitch.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to go with Cesaro on this one. I think they're gonna use this as Seth has gotten some wins over Nakamura, so I think this is like gives Cesaro that feel good big WrestleMania moment where he wins the match at WrestleMania on his own.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I kind of would like to see this be the step where Cesaro finally moves up into the main event scene.
Yeah, I do too. I just don't think this is ever gonna let him do that.
No, but I really feel that he deserves it.
Oh, absolutely deserves it. But I just don't think Vince is gonna ever let that happen. All right. So who are you going with?
I'm going with Seth.
Ooh, going with Seth. Okay, so our next matchup and the last matchup on the card for night 1 of WrestleMania.
Absolutely forgettable match. I don't care.
This is going to be the main. This is going to be the focus. This is going to be the show stealer. This is sleeper hit.
This is going to be the 4th match of the night.
This is going to be the show stealer. You watch it is the tag team turmoil match, where the winner receives a women's tag team championship matchup on night 2. I can't even give a straight face.
This is literally match 3 or 4 on the night.
What are you talking about? This is a bathroom break.
Oh no, I know, but that's why it's 3 or 4.
I know, which is sad. But it's gonna be Lana and Naomi versus Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose versus Riot Squad versus Natalya and Tamina, and probably Carmella and insert partner name Bailey.
Why Bailey?
Billy Kay. Well, they're good best friends in real life. That's the only reason why I think they
really Bailey and
they were huge best friends down in NXT.
Huh.
Yeah, they're really good friends. That's the only one I can think that. But apparently Carmella accepted Billy Kay's resume on SmackDown, so that's why I think a lot of people are saying Billy Kay. So this could be a 5-way matchup by in tomorrow night. Who knows? But yeah, no one really cares about this because every single one of these teams, except for Carmella, if she does get added to this, have lost multiple times to Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax.
Yes.
So if they win here and if they win the tag titles again, actually win the tag titles on night 2, you gotta do some kind of stupid angle to justify why at WrestleMania the team won the titles from them. But if you don't have them win the titles, you just have Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler just locked into that title picture with no one ever being able to beat them.
I know.
And we're sick of them as champions already. So, All right, so
Just, you're like, I need to move on from this, otherwise I won't stop.
yeah. So we're gonna get to be able to pick 2 teams.
2 teams.
I'm honestly, my first one is I'm gonna waste one of them. I could be absolutely wasting this.
So
but,
we get to choose out of half the field right now.
Kind of. My first pick is gonna be Carmella. So whoever our partner are.
All right.
So I'm wasting one. If they don't get added in, immediately go down to 1 pick.
Yep.
And the one team I think they would probably go for is probably Lana and Naomi, but I don't want to see them in that matchup. I'd rather see Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose or the Riot Squad. Adam, you pick your first pick, then I'll pick my second one.
So I'm going to go with the Riot Squad.
Okay. Well, in that case, because you are picking the Riot Squad, I don't want to have the same pick as you, which I do think is a great pick, and I think one of the 2 teams that should win it.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, because I actually like them as a tag team, and I actually think they would be a cool little win for them.
Okay.
I think the Riot Squad makes the most sense, but All right, so who's your number 2?
Lana and Naomi.
You're going to go with them?
Yep.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. You have our predictions. One quick thing, I just got to double check something here.
Yes.
Yeah, I am not really seeing a match on night 2 that I'm going to. So, Adam, you can change.
What?
You can change Bobby Lashley to your pick for
You
Bobby
son
Lashley.
of a.
Because I just don't see a matchup on there where I'm gonna wanna use that on.
You son of a bitch.
So I'm gonna make you there, and I'm gonna laugh, and I will rejoice, Adam. By the way, if it turns out this hurts me and you win because Bobby Lashley retains,
yeah,
because Bobby Lashley retains, that's the result I want. But I don't think it's gonna happen. So
I can't believe you did that to me.
yeah, I did. I made you write it down
right at the end of the show.
At the end of the show, I made you write it down, and then I made you change it. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
that is a big dick move right there.
Yes, it is a big dick, and you know why? I'm a big dick. I don't have a big dick, but I am a big dick.
You've got that big dick energy.
Yes, I do. Ladies and gentlemen, you made it to the end of predictions for WrestleMania Night 1.
Wait a second. Didn't the network tell us to stop mentioning dicks?
I don't think so. They just said we gotta do better reporting. That's all.
You know what? No, I don't like it. They can suck a bag of dicks.
A whole bag or a half a bag?
Full bag.
Well, if they're gonna do a full bag, they may as well just do. There's a lot of mouths.
We are never going to do full journalism.
There's just so you know, there's a lot of people up in HQ.
I know.
So we better make it two bags of dicks.
2 bags of dicks it is.
Anyway, you made it to the end of the night 1 of predictions for WrestleMania Night 1. So why don't you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It helps support Zop Gaming. And you made it how long? How long have you been listening to?
8 minutes.
Yeah, you've been listening for a while. So you're liking what you're listening to.
Almost 40. Thanks. Thanks.
So
you guys are awesome.
Give us a thumbs up. Comment down below. Give us your predictions for Night 1
Heck
as well.
yeah.
So we can see if you agree with us or disagree with us.
And you're all wrong.
Because let's be honest, it's going to be Roman Reigns wins everything.
Of course. We know how this works.
Followed by The Miz cashing in on with multiple Money in the Banks to take all those belts off him
and steal the wins from even the non-belt wins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Of course.
Except for his actual match. He won't somehow be able to figure that out.
Yeah.
But everyone else will be able to steal.
Yeah.
All right, since you made it to the end of the show, you're listening, so go ahead and just hit that subscribe button.
Ding.
You're clearly liking it.
Ding.
You'll know when. You'll know.
Sorry.
Wow. Let me get to the.
I jumped.
Yeah.
It.
I'm trying to hype up why they should do it.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
you can break 100 again in subscribers.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I went there. You made it. You're liking what you're listening to. We have some awesome content on here. Except for fuck Nua. Nua fucking sucks. Don't listen to them. But everything else on here is awesome. And it's right there. But to know when all content goes on, especially when Nua goes on, so you can know to avoid it, make sure you ring that bell.
Ding. I can't believe you did that to me.
You need one more ding.
I can't. You know, it's ding. All right, there.
Yeah.
There's your second ding.
Yes, there you go. And make sure it's the bell. Make sure the bell that you click is the one that turns on all notifications, so you know when all Zob Gaming content.
So you can check out New England Wrestling Alliance.
No.
And actually, in 2 or 3 weeks, we're having our next pay-per-view.
Adam, just so you know, I cut you. I've already edited this off.
It's right, but I hate you.
Get bent, suck a bucket of dicks, your face. Bye.
A bucket?
Yeah. A bucket? Bucket?